good? How y'all doing this evening? Welcome back to the Don's favorite here on Forever I Love Atlanta Sports Podcast. It's your boy, the Don, here with my co-host Tyrone. What's good, man?
Hey man, doing good. Ready to talk about Josh Rosen tonight.
Hey, I hate to say we told you so, but
We
wait,
did.
we told y'all so. We told y'all what was gonna happen with the backup quarterback situation here in Atlanta. Alright? I don't like talking about it. I don't like tooting my own horn, but I ain't finna do it. But hey, if you're new to the channel, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this content out with Atlanta Sports Fanatics, and hit us up in the comments section. As always, come holler at your hometown sports podcast. Alright, so let's get into it. Josh Rosen is with the Falcons, and it, as usual, is mixed feelings with the fan base. You got some people like us, we like, okay, he can be a good solid backup behind Matt Ryan. And you got some people who thinking that, oh, this is not a good move. Guys, you gotta understand, key word, he's the backup. He is not, we are not trying to groom him to take over for Matt Ryan. Alright? He's going to get some play time this weekend against the Browns. True enough. But that's it. We're not going to see him week one. We're not like, knock on wood, if something happened to Matt Ryan. Hopefully, we hope not. All right? And to further my argument, who else were we going to sign to as a backup? The free agent market for quarterbacks is not that good. I hope y'all looked at it. The only people that was there is Josh Rosen, Blake Borders, RG3, McCown, who been playing since '98. Like, that's it. That's all you have. Like you're not like people. Y'all gotta take y'all expectations down a little bit. Like, this is not a video game that you can just create a player and just put them on the team. It's not a video game. This is real life.
Yeah. It was weird for me because I'm just like, why are y'all who are y'all expecting us to get? That was my thing. I was like, there's only he's the youngest guy out the class of free agents. RG3 wasn't gonna come here and do anything. Blake Borders was, and everybody's gonna talk about experience. Like, oh well, Blake Borders is no, you get youth. It's not like we're trying to groom or anything. We just need somebody that can come in and manage a game. And y'all were talking about Felipe Franks is gonna beat him out. I don't expect Felipe Franks to beat out Josh Rosen in training camp.
But who said? I really
that? Don't.
Point him out. Who
it's
said
been
that?
A couple people.
Who said that?
It's been a couple people that
Felipe
said that.
Franks ain't can't. Bruh, no. Stop it. Stop playing. All right. Here's the thing. Okay. He's the backup. Once again, he is the backup. I don't know how many times I can stress this. And let's be real. Who really knows who Josh Rosen is? No one knows. But guess what? He was a top 10 draft pick in the 2018 draft. All right? You got to look at the situation this man has been in. All right? He went there. He played in Arizona for 1 year. Arizona was in rebuild mode. They had Steve Wilkes there as a head coach. They fired him after 1 year. They brought in Cliff Kingsbury. And he said as soon as he got hired that he wanted to draft his quarterback. They drafted I forgot his name. Kyler Murray. They drafted Kyler Murray. And then they shipped off Rosen to Miami. And then he was at Miami for a year. And then the same thing happened. Oh, we're gonna draft on Tua. And then they drafted Tua. They took Rosen they shipped him off to San Francisco. Played at San Francisco. What happened? Well, we want Trey Lance. So this man never got a fair shot at actually trying to develop and be a good quarterback. What's good, you guys? Everybody in the chat. What's good, Nick? What's good, Knight? What's good, King?
Yo, so if you go to his college stats, right? Going from 2015 and 2017, he averaged the percentage of 60%, so he was above average. Averaged 1,000. He got had 9,000 yards, in 3 seasons, and then he had a QBR rate of 140. So he wasn't a scrub. He had a 59 to 26 touchdown interception ratio. So he wasn't a scrub. He just didn't go top 10. I would definitely not say
Whoa,
he's not. He's better than Jake Fromm. He's way
bruh,
better than
you capping too hard right now, man. Jake Fromm, come on, bro.
He's
Stop.
way better than Jake Fromm.
Stop it.
And I'm a Georgia fan.
But folks been tripping today.
And I said he's way better than Jake Fromm.
Oh man,
Jake Fromm, he had a way better career than Jake Fromm at Georgia. I mean,
and Jake Fromm had so many.
Yeah,
Jake Fromm was surrounded by talent. Rosen at UCLA, he ain't had nobody.
Yeah.
He ain't really had nobody, and he put up those numbers.
To have 3,000 yard seasons is ridiculous. With like UCLA wasn't at the top of the map. Let's be honest. You had 3,000 yard seasons. That's ridiculous.
Exactly.
So you want to see him. You want to see him play. I want to see him play Sunday. I think we'll go probably like third quarter him and maybe third quarter Felipe and fourth quarter Rosen, something like that.
And you got somebody.
We'll probably see Matt play the first half. Hopefully.
Yeah. And you have somebody
So that's
here.
what I think.
Yeah, you have somebody here in Arthur Smith who revived Ryan Tannehill's career in Tennessee. Okay, we're not going to get into what he's going to do with Matt Ryan, because Matt Ryan, he done stood the test of time with so many play callers, and Matt Ryan's going to be fine. Now, when going back on Rosen again, he was in Arizona with Steve Wilkes. Steve Wilkes was a defensive guy. They didn't have nobody there to develop him. All right. Then he went to Miami. They had Brian Flores. No one there to develop him. Brian Flores is a defensive guy. Then he went out there with Kyle Shanahan. I wonder why Kyle Shanahan can develop Josh Rosen, but he made Matt Ryan though, right?
Yeah, he did supposedly.
He made Matt Ryan. Why he couldn't make Josh Rosen? Once again, it kills everybody's argument of Kyle Shanahan making Matt Ryan. But once again, I say I'm not going to get into that topic. But like they can do nothing with Rosen, and this is where Rosen's at now. And I feel like, as far as a backup role, I feel like he can be a serviceable guy that can, if something happens to Matt Ryan for a few weeks, he come in and hopefully the defense can play well. We can put up some wins. I feel like that'll be fine. And yeah, this is an interesting pickup.
He's a decent enough quarterback. Like that.
Yeah. For a backup. We're not, like I said, people acting like he's gonna start week 1. No. And somebody on my Facebook today said oh, this is not a good signing. Matt Ryan needs to be challenged. By who? Who in the free agent list is gonna challenge Matt Ryan?
Nobody. Unless it'll probably be something like, well, if you would have got Blake Bortles, that might have challenged me. No, it wouldn't have. Really. Let's be honest.
Bruh, Blake Bortles ain't did nothing when he played for Jacksonville. You had a top defense. You had a top defense, and you still was trash. He wasn't lighting up the scoreboard in Jacksonville like that.
Yeah. I mean, they had Leonard Fournette. That was Leonard Fournette's best year. So they really didn't have it wasn't. So I hope Rosen.
I don't want Rosen to see the field. I hope he does it, because I want Matt Ryan to still cook and be healthy. We all want that.
Blake Bortles hasn't done anything in the league. Let's be honest. Let's really be honest. He made one AFC Championship game, and then they kicked him right out of Jacksonville.
Exactly.
So,
because that defense was good for one season, and they got exposed, and the whole team got exposed at that. And if Blake Bortles was that good, Jacksonville would have made a consistent team, and they haven't been, and which is why they he got benched by Gardner Minshew, and then now they picked Trevor Lawrence in this past year's draft. If Blake Bortles was that good, Trevor Lawrence wouldn't be a Jacksonville Jaguar right now. And Gardner Minshew would have been the jorts and all that. Never would have been a trend.
Yeah. And at least it's somebody, and like Devontae said, at least we know Josh Rosen to throw the ball. Yeah. We ain't seen Felipe throw the ball at all in these last couple games. So.
But that's the thing. They want somebody that can run. Oh, well we should have picked up RG3. I'm like, why? Why do we need RG3? RG3 can't even play in this type of system. It's been proven because he couldn't even play like that in Washington when Kyle Shanahan was there. Am I lying?
No.
So why would you pick up a quarterback who struggles with the same system that he struggled in with almost 10 years ago when he was there in Washington? But
somebody said it. Somebody said it themselves. I think I was watching. Who was it? I think it was Pro Football Talk, and they were talking about it. They was like, "Yeah, there's nobody. You bring RG3 didn't thrive in Shanahan's system. He might a little bit, maybe like the first couple of years, but after a while, he couldn't thrive in that system at all. And so it was like, what are you gonna do? And he's supposed to be like your franchise guy, like that. You can't. Let's be honest, RG3. It just doesn't work with any of them guys. If you really go into it, it really does not work. Like none of the other guys on that list.
Yeah. And like I said, I saw tape on Rosen. Rosen has a good arm. He has good accuracy on the ball. It's just
sling it. Rosen can sling it.
Yes, it's just that he got to work on the timing. That's it. Once he get the timing right, he'll be fine. He's working. He's gonna be working with a future Hall of Fame quarterback, and he's gonna be working with one of the best coaches in the league right now, who preaches timing. All right. So I'm not really worried about Rosen that much. He will be fine at QB2. He's gonna be this QB2 behind Matt Ryan. I don't think that you can't convince me, and you damn sure ain't gonna convince the coaching staff that Franks is gonna be number 2 on the depth chart.
Franks hasn't shown you enough to be number 2. I don't know where people keep getting that he's going to be 2.
Well, folks keep up here talking about let him play. He need to play with the first team. Somebody said that let Franks play with the first team this week. Why? Once again, why?
Sean said that. Stupid. I know what you're talking. Yeah, that idiots. That was a dumb. Yeah, that was retarded. Now I know what you're talking about. That Rosen was stepped on for very cute. Let's be honest. So,
Kyler Murray and Tua haven't done anything yet. Okay, like you got to give it a few years. Yeah. Kyler Murray looked good last year, but that's 1 year. Like I need to see consistency.
Has Kyler Murray made the playoffs yet? He hasn't made the playoffs yet.
No. Yeah. But he put up some good numbers last year. It was decent.
He put up great numbers. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but Arizona's still in the kind of rebuilding process. This year right here is going to be kind of the test of, okay, Cliff, this is your 3rd year. We're going to see what y'all really got down there in the desert. All right? Miami, Tua, this is 2nd year. And he ain't done nothing yet. And then, far as Trey Lance go, like, I seen the tape. I seen the tape of the preseason game he played in, and like I wasn't impressed by Trey Lance. I don't think
Trey Lance will start.
Somebody put out an article saying Garoppolo was in jeopardy or whatever, but I'm like, okay. And who's the future Hall of Fame
Pro Football Talk. Let's be honest. Pro Football Talk had a whole discussion. I can't think of his name. The guy that's on there. I watched the show this morning. He was like, bro. He said, if you look at Trey Lance did this game, he threw the pick. Then the second throw, when he came out of throwing the pick, literally he almost threw another pick. So you have inconsistencies in his game. So he's not going to start.
That was his first pick. That's his first pick he threw in 2 years. I'm like, well, Welcome to the NFL. Y'all thought it was gonna be easy. It's not easy.
And he
This ain't
threw it
college
right,
anymore.
and then he threw it too hard. He threw it
Exactly.
way too hard. He threw it at Sanu, and Sanu got straight. We seen Matt Ryan throw Sanu some bullets, but he threw that ball way too hard.
Let me tell you something. His arm strength, it reminds me of number 7 they used to play here in Atlanta. And that right there, it kind of scares me for him. And I hopefully he can get a quarterback coach. And Kyle Shanahan, once again, is not a quarterback's coach. All right, who can fix that up for him. But until then, he's going to make some mistakes like that. And the future Hall of Fame quarterback we referring to, King, is Matt Ryan. Come on now,
Matt Ryan might be first ballot. He might be first ballot if we really gonna be honest.
Yeah, bro. He not. You look at the list. You look at the stats, okay, and the records. He done surpassed so many people that was first ballot Hall of Fames when they went in.
Yeah.
So why Matt Ryan can't be in the Hall of Fame?
He gonna be for. I really think either he's gonna be. He's not gonna go 2 ballots. I think he goes first ballot because like his records and everything, and everybody loves him. He's not a bad quarterback. He's not one like now. Ben's gonna get in first ballot. People aren't gonna like that Ben got in first ballot because of all the other stuff that happened. Ain't none of that happened with Matt. Like so, Matt is like everybody likes Matt. And if you ask anybody that's a football fan, you like Matt Ryan, they're gonna say yes. So unless you're a Falcons fan, but that's a whole different story.
Mm-hmm. What I was saying, King, was I know they're not in rebuild mode anymore, but last year they were. Last year they were in rebuild mode. It was what Kyler Murray only had what he played 2019 and then 20. Now. Yeah.
Yeah. They're in the toughest division in the NFC right now.
Yeah,
so.
the West is like it's anybody's division. So
yeah. Trey Lance got San Francisco as the goal. Yeah. Really and truly.
And that's too much pressure to put on him like that.
You got Tua Kyler Murray came from Oklahoma, Heisman winner, and then you got Tua who came in from which really I was surprised Tua got picked so high after the injury, but I guess he had film and he won a national championship, so they were gonna take him up there. But it's not fair to Rosen. You kind of sort of ruined his career because let's be honest, you went there. Mind you, I sent a video earlier. Cliff Kingsbury said, I would take Kyler Murray number 1 before he even got the job. Like, before he got that job, he said, I would take Kyler Murray number 1. And Arizona hopped on that immediately. So
and I said this, and like people was upset with Cliff Kingsbury. Like I can't be fully upset with Cliff about it because he's just a coach. What you need to blame the Arizona Cardinals front office, the Bidwell family, and you having this coach come in and change everything after y'all just drafted a franchise quarterback the year before. Y'all should have told him, hey, we just invested our pick in Rosen. Rosen is going to be our quarterback for the next few years. That's what they should have did. That's what they should have said with Cliff, but they didn't do that. So
I mean, he basically took over. So you can't blame them. I don't blame him, but I do blame you got to come in and at least see what you got with the kid. You came in.
It's the front office. It's the front office because at the end of the day, the GM and them they have to come to a consensus on who they're gonna draft. Like sometimes GMs don't listen to the coach. Sometimes GMs do listen to the coach. Sometimes the coaches have full autonomy on who they want to draft. So it happens like that. And Cliff Kingsbury came in there and he said, "This is who I want." And I'm like, y'all literally just drafted a quarterback last year. Why do you need to draft another quarterback?
Yeah, really and truly. The West took our spot. Remember, Tony? Yeah. I just really the only reason he was rolling that year, Arizona had to take Rosen. Well, no, they didn't really have to because if you go back to that draft, Minka was still there.
They could have picked some solid players. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean DJ Moore, Isaiah Wynn. Hayden Hurst was in that draft. Calvin Ridley. So I mean, they had options.
King, I'm not sitting up here debating the record. Like there's been rebuild teams that win 8 games and 7, 8. Look at Washington. Washington, they just had a brand new coach and GM, Ron Rivera. All right, last year, what happened? They went 7-9. Yes, that's a losing record, but that was good enough for them to get in the playoffs. But Washington, they was in rebuild mode. So,
I mean, when you're in the worst division in football, you can definitely get in the playoffs at 7-9.
Exactly.
So
and oh man, I don't even know why I brought up Washington. This dude Rodney on my Facebook every day clowning Matt Ryan, bragging about his Washington team. I'm like, bruh, like y'all went 7-9. All right, and then yes, y'all made the playoffs. Congratulations on that. But what did y'all do in the playoffs? Y'all ain't do nothing. Y'all was a first round exit. I'll see if y'all would have beat the Buccaneers. Y'all did beat the Buccaneers. Okay, cool. I give y'all kudos, but I'm not giving you kudos for having to lose a record and playing in one of the worst divisions in football last year. No.
yeah, like and you got in because of everybody being bad, and you really shouldn't have made it. Let's be honest, they shouldn't have made it because the Eagles. Remember, the Eagles screwed over the Giants because the Giants should have made it, and the Eagles end up they end up benching their starters. So really and truly, they weren't like Washington. I like Arizona's gonna be. I feel like Arizona have a good year. I don't trust Arizona. I don't know why. I just don't have. I know their defense will hold them down, but I just don't know, man. That was literally the worst division in. Yeah, that was the worst division in football last year. I live in Texas. There was a big recruiting war from Murray, Mon, and Mahomes. Well, yeah, because Mahomes went Texas Tech, Mom went Texas A&M, and Murray went to Oklahoma. So yeah, that had to be. It's weird for Texas. Don, you on mute?
All right. Yeah. But like we said, man, as far as Rosen go, man, it's a good move for the team. We need somebody behind Matt Ryan, just in case, he get hurt and not even just getting hurt, but COVID. You catch COVID, you've been around COVID, you're gonna have to sit out. So he said Arizona trying to mimic Seattle. I kind of get that because everybody saw Kyler Murray as a Russell Wilson type quarterback. So yeah. All right. Hey, that's pretty much all we got to say for the evening on the pickup. You got anything else to talk about?
Not really. Both coaches go after players they would have recruited. Yeah, literally. No, not really. Well, we had the forgetting. What did Mike call them? The Fallen Five. They got cut today. Let me see if I can find the names. I know Javion Hawkins was on, but what we saw from Huntley, I'm not surprised.
Hawkins, I kind of figured he was gonna get cut because we brought in Foreman. Foreman looked better than Hawkins.
Yeah, Foreman looked better, and what's his name looked better.
Yeah.
So we cut Davion Hawkins, wide receiver, Austin Trammell, D-line, Olive Sagapaloo, outside linebacker, Shalif Miller, and and O-lineman Willie Wright. We put AJ on IR, and then we signed Josh Rosen. But we still have Cordell, Mike, Quadre Allison, and Aaron Freeman and Huntley. So we'll have to see. I don't know if we go in at four running backs. So
we may, because Patterson is kind of
a flex. He's a flex.
Yeah, he's a flex. So they may end up. Who knows? We don't know where we're gonna put him at. So
yeah. I can see some. I think Sheffield's gonna be the one to get cut.
Oh yeah.
I think Sheffield's getting cut. And by next Tuesday, when you have to make final cuts, I wouldn't be surprised if Sheffield got cut. That's the only person I think from. I mean, we got really rid of a lot of players from last year. There's not a lot of other people I see getting cut. I see a lot of guys might be getting practice squatted. Like I think Felipe will get on practice squad. I think really one of those running backs might be on practice squad. But that's it. I don't really think that I think because we're down to we were just at 7. We're down a little bit lower now, so we'll get some more. We get some more, names. I don't think, but King, no, I don't think Quadre is getting cut anytime soon. If we cut,
Yeah.
because
King still salty about Edo Smith getting cut over Quadre.
yeah,
It's cool, man.
yeah.
It's cool.
Well, let's be honest. We didn't even see Quadre run in 2 years with Dan
Exactly.
Quinn and the guys we had.
And
So
Quadre is an Arthur Smith type of running back. Edo was too small to run in that type of system. He's
and
just too
Huntley's
small.
big. I mean, we have 3 big. I mean, literally.
Exactly. You can look
Unless
at the
you
running
take,
backs.
if you take Cordell out, we still
Line-
have
Go ahead.
Mike. We still have Mike. We still have Quadre. We still have Huntley. And those are 3 big, huge guys. Like they're
That's what I'm
not
saying.
small.
If you line them up, they look like almost the same size. And
Yeah.
you put Quadre, you not Quadre. You put Edo Smith around those 3, boy, they gonna no. He gonna look too small.
So that's what I said, bro. It's nothing. It's nothing personal. It's just he doesn't fit the bill for that type of offense.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if Foreman. I think he'll make it. I just don't know. Like it just depends.
yeah, it all depends on how everything looks this week when we play the Browns. That's pretty much it. So, but other than that, you guys, we pretty much done for the night. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you're watching this at a later time, let us know in the comment section what you think about the signing of Josh Rosen. Excuse me, heartburn. Anyway, anything you need to plug, Tyrone?
Not right now.
Alright. Hey y'all, thank y'all for watching again. If you're new to the channel, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this content out with Atlanta Sports Fanatics, and hit us up in the comment section. As always, come holler at your hometown sports podcast. It's your boy The Don with another episode of The Don's Favor here on Forever I Love Atlanta Sports Podcast. Y'all have a great evening, and y'all stay safe and go out there and wear your mask, please. Stop spreading COVID around. We out.